on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. It's the Chicago Bulls and the Toronto Raptors. And the Bulls start out with the ball. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Here's Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And Toronto has possession. And here's Van Vliet. Pass to Trent. And here's Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Here's Trent. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Shoots over Barnes. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
You get the sense there is a level of intensity right out of the gates.
Now here's Anunoby. Shoots a fadeaway. They get it again.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Out left to the wing. Pass to Rodman. Here's Jordan. Anunoby covering. Here's Rodman. 6 to shoot. Here's Harper. Barnes with the rebound.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Oh, you love to see Gary Trent Jr. put it on the deck, slice through the defense off that drive. Stop it, Gary.
Thank you, Scotty Barnes.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Harper. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Siakam. Outside Anunoby. Knocked away. Here's Barnes. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, man, talk about hang time. What a wicked double clutch finish.
Hey, when you have that kind of space, you're allowed to get fancy. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Barnes. Trent outside. Now here's Van Vliet. Barnes finds Anunoby. Now Trent. Back to Van Vliet. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Harper, guarded by Van Vliet. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago. Ron Harper at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Anunoby with it. Outside Barnes. Outside Anunoby. Barnes with it. From the arc. Anunoby can't get it to go.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Harper, guarded by Van Vliet. And Harper gets it to go.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Trent outside. Outside Anunoby. Back to Trent. Pass to Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Now Trent. Releases. Rodman with a rebound.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Here's Harper. Anunoby covering. And here's Jordan. Over Van Vliet. Here's Rodman. Pass to Longley. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bulls.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Toronto trailing. Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Siakam. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Knocks it loose. Here's Van Vliet. Now here's Trent to stop the drought. Here's Siakam. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, with that 6'9" length, right? Siakam uses those long limbs to create contact, get himself some free throws. Nicely done.
Pascal Siakam at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Chicago leading. Here's Pippen. And the layup is good off the glass.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, staying with it and looking to expand this margin. Hard-nosed takes like that will certainly help.
Pass to Trent. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Siakam with the defensive effort.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Trent outside. From outside, off the mark.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
To the paint. Here's Barnes. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Pass to Harper. Here's Pippen. Sinks the tray. 5 points in the game.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Puts up a three. That shot missing. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Anunoby. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Van Vliet misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Raptors.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the three-pointer goes.
Pre-shot preparation, so important. You have to be ready to rise and fire as soon as that ball touches your hands. Gary Trent Jr., yes, sir.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
Make some noise, Toronto. It's time for your North Star Crew. Get loud, T.O. It's time for your North Side Crew!
And some changes here for the Raptors. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anunoby. Pass to Brown. Here's Bushler. He's guarded by Porter. Here's Kerr. And the foul on Gary Trent. That's his first foul.
Junior. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
From deep three-point range. Kukoc, no good.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Trent, the pass to Porter. Here's Achua. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Pass to Kukoc. Back to Brown. Here's Bushler. He's guarded by Porter. The Bulls with another miss. So it's Toronto now, trailing by 8. Here's Trent. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, Gary Trent Jr. is accustomed to dealing with aggressive defense. That's the level of scorer he is. But in the interior there, I'll tell you, draws the contact nicely.
Junior. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Trent.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
Trent hits them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to Bushler. Outside, Brown. Here's Kerr. Here's Kukoc. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his first
Precious
personal foul.
Achua picks one up.
14
Man, the defender really went after him.
Shooting for Chicago. Tony Kukoc taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. No good on the second free throw.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Judd Buchlau. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for Toronto, Otto Porter. At the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
That's good from Porter.
I think the thing I like best about Otto Porter, his versatility and long arms, because it allows him to impact the game in so many ways.
Pass to Bushler. Over Porter. And that one's long.
Let's be honest, that's not a shot he should be taking.
Well, it's hard to imagine that the play was designed to go in that direction. Boy, I'd be surprised if we see that again.
Now here's Porter. Now here's Van Vliet from outside the arc. Longley with a rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Kukoc. Here's Bushler. He's guarded by Porter. Offensive board. Tries yet again. And there's the rejection. Here's Birch. Chicago grabs the miss. It's a 4-point ball game. Here's Kerr. Back to Brown. To the wing on the left. Pass to Kukoc. Just 5 to shoot. Over Birch. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting for Chicago, Tony Kukoc. 2 shots.
First one falls. And the Raptors making a change here. Young's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. Toronto trailing. Here's Trent. Another miss for him. He's 2 for 6. Here's Kukoc. Guarded by Young. Pass to Kerr. Here's Longley. To the left side wing. Outside, Brown. The Bulls need to get off a shot. And it's Longley missing. Trent outside. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the inside. Finished off the break. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Porter. 1 minute left in the first quarter here. That shot off. And Chicago will go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Kukoc. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And nice to see the elevation right there. That was a strong move.
And you love that length.
Yeah, he took it up with a ton of forcefulness that time. Used his height to full advantage.
Now here's Porter. Pass to Van Vliet. Just 4 to shoot. Goes back up. And the layup is good by Young.
Well, listen, we know this about Thaddeus Young. He has very long arms. He's a nuisance on the glass. Big-time energy guy.
Here's Kerr. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Longley. Achua defending. Here's Kukoc. Lets a floater go. He can't hit that time. Van Vliet on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 5-point Chicago lead.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred VanVleet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Bulls. They lead by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in.
Come on, this guy is one tough hombre. Fred VanVleet is somebody you want on your side.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA, you need toughness. Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Here's Harper. And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Here's Harper, guarded by VanVleet. Inside, Rodman.
You have to be impressed with the instincts and versatility on the defensive end from Scotty Barnes. This guy legit.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Now here's Trent. Back to VanVleet. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. And the basket by Siakam.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Give him 8 points now.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Pass to Anunoby. Siakam outside. And here's VanVleet from the arc. That won't go. Just 2 for 7 shooting.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Harper misses. Outside Anunoby. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Chicago leading. Down low. Here's Jordan. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his second.
They'll pin that one on
personal
Pascal Siakam.
Second
I don't
team
mind
foul.
that. I mean, they met him at the rim and
Shooting
temporarily
for Chicago.
prevented the points.
Michael Jordan at the line for 2.
Free throw's good. Jordan. And both free throws good for Jordan. Now Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Back to Trent. The three is up. Rodman with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Harper. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. And there's the call on Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
That's his first foul of the game. Birch, he's checked in for Trent.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Raptors, Kim Birch.
Van Vliet's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Here's Harper. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And here's Jordan. He has 6. Clock is at 3 from the elbow. Here's Rodman. And it's blocked. Outside Anunoby. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Siakam. Anunoby's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, brought up in an unselfish system, Pascal Siakam takes great pride keeping his teammates involved.
Pass to Jordan. Tries it from 19. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
Assisted by Dennis Rodman.
Toronto trailing. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Anunoby with it. Van Vliet outside. Here's Siakam. They shoot again. And he takes it up and lays it in. Siakam's got 5 points.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Rodman. Here's Harper. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Well, great possession there. Anytime you end up at the rim with a high percentage look, perfect.
Outside Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. To the left wing. Outside Anunoby. Van Vliet, the pass to Birch. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Van Vliet. And the assist from Anunoby. 7 points in the game.
Van Vliet has proven more than capable as a legitimate three-point threat. Knocks down the jump shot there.
Barnes against Jordan. Shoots. They get it back. Second chance effort. Rodman's shot is good.
Dennis Rodman.
And the Bulls lead by 7.
Well, you love the persistence on the offensive glass. All about effort right now.
It'll be a Raptors
And
time.
Toronto calls time here.
Get loud, Theo. It's time for your North Side Crew.
Here's Van Vliet. 7 points in the game.
Replicate those dance moves, folks. Let's hear it for your Raptors, Lil Mama.
Pass to Anunoby. Now here's Barnes. 4 on the clock. That one is off. Some solid defense from Jordan.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Here's Pippen. Anunoby covering. Here's Rodman. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Miscue there. Haven't had many of those so far, which is a big reason they're ahead.
Porter Jr., he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Toronto with the ball. 7-point differential. Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his
Now,
first
Pascal
personal foul.
Siakam looking aggressive and determined, which forces the defender to
Line
commit the
for your
foul.
Raptors. Pascal Siakam taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And he can't hit the second. Chicago leading. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Pippen. Puts it up. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. And here's Porter outside. And the Raptors miss again. Porter's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. To the middle. Tipped. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Pass to Van Vliet. Let's go with a 3. Tipped. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession.
Raptors ball.
And the Raptors with some changes. Achua comes in for Siakam. And it's Young in for Birch. Brown, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Porter off the inbound pass. And they recover it. Rodman with a rebound. Here's Pippen. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Kerr. Anunoby covering. Shot clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Otto Porter.
Shooting for Chicago. Scottie Pippen taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Toronto trailing. Anunoby on the wing. Back to Porter. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Kukoc. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Bulls, Tony Kukoc. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. It's both from the stripe. Van Vliet with it. He has 7. Pass to Anunoby. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic, and when he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
For your Raptors, OG Anunoby. At the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
That free throw no good.
Boy, the athleticism of OG Anunoby can be eye-popping sometimes, guys. And what's happening now is he's developing on the offensive end. This guy's upside is absolutely tremendous.
And he's good on the second. Here's Brown. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Bushler. Got a piece of it. Now Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Pass to Brown. Here's Kukoc. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Outside Anunoby. And here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Lays it up and banks it in. Van Vliet's got 7 points for the quarter.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Here's Bushler. He's guarded by Porter. Back to Brown. From about 19, Achua with a rebound. Achua's got 4 rebounds now. Van Vliet, the pass to Porter. And that one's good. And it's now only a 5-point Chicago lead.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Fires it. And Kerr gets it to go.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Porter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what Coach decides to do from here.
And the Raptors making a change here. Trent's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Raptors. Gary Trent Jr.
1:52 left in the first half of this game.
Out of bounds.
And so the ball out of bounds.
Ball.
Brown touched it last. Pass to Achua. Clock at 6. Here's an 8-footer.
This guy cannot get started, and the offense overall has been a struggle because of it.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall.
Here's Kerr, guarded by Trent. Here's Kukoc from deep. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got his 5th rebound in this one. A minute 15 left in the second. And that one goes. 3 for 9 for him.
The length and athleticism of Otto Porter, able to weather the contact. Terrific strength on that one.
Pass to Brown. Here's Kerr. Here's the 3. Another shot. Here's Kukoc. Misses the 3.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Precious Achua picks one up.
15th foul. Shooting for Chicago, Randy Brown at the line for 2.
Two shots.
He misses the free throw.
Missing at the line can be contagious. Unfortunately for them, it's been a season-long issue.
He hits the second from the line. 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Barnes. 4 seconds left. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
For your Raptors, you stick me.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Looking at the Bulls, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this, getting that extra boost.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Toronto?
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was going up the second half, man. Keep working into the post, and you got to win that physical battle.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Fans, Please give a big round of applause.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Toronto trailing. Trent Jr. and Anunoby out on the wings. Barnes and Siakam serve as the big men as they go small. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Pass to Harper. Uses the glass on the layup. 10 points for him.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Trent. Outside Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And so here is Chicago. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Trent outside. Siakam outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Raptors, Pascal Siakam. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Siakam hits them both. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Jordan against Trent to the paint. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Barnes, it's good.
Boy, Scotty Barnes, the complete package. Nice interior finish there.
Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen. Here's Harper, guarded by Van Vliet. From deep, Jordan. Offensive rebound, and he jams it home with authority.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. Might as well just get out of the way.
Trent outside. Anunoby for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Here's Harper. 10 points for him. Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen. Shot clock at 5. Here's Harper. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam, pass to Van Vliet. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Siakam finds Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Siakam left side. Tipped away. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Jordan up top. Here's Rodman. Pass to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Pippen. Give him 8 points now. Here's Longley. He's covered by Siakam. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam.
Man, good whistle there.
At the line for the Bulls, Liz Longley, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Birch, he's checked in for Anunoby. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 11. Trent, the pass to Van Vliet. Siakam outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Pascal Siakam, taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Here's Pippen. Give him 8. Pass to Rodman. Here's Pippen. Here's Harper, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Pippen, rejected by Barnes.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Toronto trailing. 4-3. Offensive rebound. Birch. And Birch slams it in.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Braun Harper, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. He does not get the second one. And so here is Toronto, trailing by 5. Trent outside. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Trent. Fires for 3. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist with that last one. Here's Harper. And here's Jordan, guarded by Trent. Here's Harper. He's got 10. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Trent, the pass to Siakam. Oh, it misses! Had a chance to tie it. Here's Pippen. Siakam pulls down the board. Siakam's got rebound number 7 tonight. Jordan against Trent. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet for the lead. It doesn't go for him.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
It's Barnes on the wing. Trent against Jordan. Van Vliet right side. 5 on the clock. This for the tie! Chicago grabs the miss. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Jordan. It counts! And the foul! It's going to go on Gary Trent.
He picks the exact right moment to get himself a clear line to the basket.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Achua's checked in for Siakam. And it's Porter Jr. in for Scotty Barnes.
One shot.
He throws good. Jordan. Van Vliet with it. He's got 11. Toronto calls timeout.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Always a party with your North Side crew. Show them some love, fans.
To the inside. Here's Achua. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred Van Vliet. Pretty pass, sir.
Here's Kerr. Back to Jordan. 6 to shoot. For 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Jordan's got 16 points now. Here's Toronto with the ball. 6-point game. Outside Porter. Pass to Trent. Ooh, poked away. Achua passes to Van Vliet. Shoots over Brown. Rodman with a rebound.
Part of why they have this lead, they're doing the little things out there.
Here's Jordan. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan, taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw's good. Jordan, Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Both good from the line that time. Toronto trailing. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now here's Trent. He's got 10. Here's Kerr. Pass to Kukoc. Here's Kerr, guarded by Trent. Outside, Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kukoc. Here's Rodman. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Achua's got his 6th rebound on the night. A shot to stop the run. And it's Porter. That time on the assist from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Kukoc. Throws it up high. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Trent. Outside Porter. Knocked loose. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Outside, Brown. Pass to Kukoc. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 5. Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And the Raptors making a change here. And Anunoby's checked in. Here's Kerr. No good on the quick 3. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand. This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Pass to Bushler. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. He's got 12.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Outside Porter. Van Vliet against Brown. Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. 3-pointer off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
To the wing, right side. Back to Brown. Pass to Bushler. Here's Kukoc. Here's Kerr, guarded by Trent. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brown, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Fred Van Vliet.
His 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Randy Brown. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That one's off. And he's good on the second. Now Van Vliet, 11 points in the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Anunoby. And too long on the shot. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-4 run. Here's Brown. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
In the penalty. Shooting for Chicago, Randy Brown. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Barnes, he's checked in for Trent. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2, and they get it back. Here's Rodman, Achua defending, and the shot goes down. 6 points for him.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely 0 chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Here's Barnes. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 7 assists in the game.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And so it's Chicago, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back after this word. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. Jordan. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Anunoby, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 2nd personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for Toronto, OG Anunoby. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from Anunoby. Chicago with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Back to Jordan. Charity stripe shot. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Giving up second chance buckets, a huge issue for this team.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes back up. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
At the line for your Raptors, Ken Birch, taking 2 shots.
First one falls.
Yeah, they're playing catch-up at this point, but they've done a nice job at the free throw line here in the second half.
He's perfect from the line this time. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Harper. From deep, Jordan. Here's Rodman. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And a big part of their offensive success right now is the ability to create second chance opportunities.
The 3 from Barnes. Chicago grabs the miss. To the middle. Here's Jordan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 22 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Back to Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. There's the 3. Longley with a rebound. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And that one, good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam, so he's comfortable in the painted area, does nice work there.
Pass to Jordan. Over Van Vliet. Jordan misses. Jordan against Van Vliet. And here's Birch. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
That's his 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bulls.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Second chance points have also been a big part of what's happened in this game. Crashing the boards with authority, turning those opportunities into second chance points. Boy, big time on the offensive glass.
No good on the free throw. The Raptors making a switch here. Trent's checked in. And the second free throw is good. Here's Harper. Pass to Pippen. Here's Harper. Here's Rodman. He's guarded by Birch. Here's Harper. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Trent outside. And here's Anunoby. Back to Trent. Now here's Anunoby. Siakam outside. Clock at 4. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Harper, guarded by Trent. Pass to Harper. Here's Longley. Over Van Vliet. And it's Longley missing. A difficult situation for Toronto. Here's Jordan. That shot off the mark. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league. Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. Up top, Anunoby. Wide open. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Pippen, no good. And here are the Raptors now. And here's Anunoby. Rodman with a rebound. Here's Harper. And the shot goes.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
And Toronto calls time here. Well, Grant, the NBA has led the way when it comes to diversity and representation in high-level jobs. Grant, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, B.A., I love this. I mean, the NBA really, truly has been a leader when it comes to this. Whether it's coaches, front office, in the league office in New York, living and embodying the spirit of diversity and inclusion is what the NBA is all about. It's fun to be a part of.
The NBA where everyone is welcome.
We need you to get loud right now for your North Side Crew. Get loud, Theo! It's time for your North Side Crew! It's time for your North Side Crew! Come on, everyone! Give it up for the man!
Barnes, he's checked in for Birch. Now here's Van Vliet. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. Buries the easy one.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Jordan with it. Down low. Here's Harper. Drops in the layup for 2.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And here are the Raptors now to the paint. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his third.
And Doris, Commissioner Silver has expressed a desire to ensure star players participate in a full complement of games. What's the answer here?
I think, B.A., a couple things come to mind. There's been a long discussion about whether you can shorten the regular season. That obviously impacts revenue generated, so I'm not sure you'd go there. The league could also structure contracts to incentivize games played.
And he can't get the first one. And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need, I think you and I need to have a podcast, BA.
For sure. I know we can't afford to, though.
That might be true.
Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Here's Longley. Now Jordan. Clock at 6. From 18 feet away. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Barnes.
Personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Michael Jordan. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He throws good. Jordan. And both free throws good for Jordan. Grant, you look at the playoffs last year. I mean, a lot of big-name stars struggled to deliver. Is that every year, or you think that was an anomaly?
You know, BA, I think it was a bit of an anomaly. I mean, I think you think what's happened in the league in the last few years with the bubble and then the restart last season, there's been a lot of basketball played, and I think it's impacted a lot of players. So I think moving forward, we'll get back to a level of normalcy with the rest and recovery of the offseason, and big-name stars will continue to excel and thrive in the years to come.
Two shots.
That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. Here's Pippen. Pass to Rodman. Pippen, no good.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal. Siakam makes that easy work.
OG Anunoby with the assist.
Here's Harper, guarded by Van Vliet. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, BA. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best that they can. Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Pass to Siakam. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes. Siakam's got 12 points here in the second half. Here's Rodman. Here's Pippen. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
With 4 personals now, he'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
Trent against Jordan. Trent outside. Pass to Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Siakam. And he drops it in from the low post. Siakam's got 20.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Harper. Here's Pippen. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game. Van Vliet with it. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Trent. Van Vliet outside. Fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's Rodman. He's guarded by Barnes. Back to Jordan. Here's Pippen. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Barnes.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Shooting for Chicago, Scottie Pippen at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. And Doris, the league has taken a much more active role in player development in the U.S. and abroad. Why now?
Well, I think, B.A., what's great is it's not just player development, it's growth in the game of basketball. It's interest worldwide. I think the league's resources have obviously grown, and it is trying to make investments back into the basketball game. A true minor league, international academies. It's a beautiful thing. If you love hoops, this is great.
Here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. Here's Harper. Here's Longley. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
That's his 4th personal
Lack
foul.
of communication defensively. No help on the mismatch.
At the line for the Bulls, Luke Longley at the line for 1.
1 shot.
Now Van Vliet. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Trent. Just 5 to shoot. The 3. Rodman with a rebound.
He's always quick to pop out and defend the 3.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Pass to Longley. Here's Harper. And that one hits the back iron. So it's Toronto now. Siakam, the pass to Van Vliet. Trent outside. Takes the 3. Longley with a rebound. Here are the Bulls with the ball. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Back to Jordan. Here's Rodman. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Outside Anunoby. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
A line change here for Toronto. Chicago with the ball. Here's Buechler. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Kerr. Pass to Buechler. From behind the arc. Achua with the rebound. Here's Mikhailuk. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Here's Kerr. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.